Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Huge shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. So as I said on the channel breakdown, this channel is mainly a progress log of my powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting journey. So I just completed a 16-week powerlifting program, and throughout the 16 weeks you've seen the various lifts, the various videos on my YouTube shorts, and really throughout the channel, the various exercises and weights I've been doing throughout the powerlifting cycle. But the ultimate goal for powerlifting is to lift as heavy as you can in squat, bench, and deadlift. It's to squat as much as you can for a 1 rep max. It's to bench and deadlift as much as you can for a 1 rep max. So that's the end goal. And throughout the 16-week program, basically, I'll train at a percentage of what my 1 rep max is for a certain number of reps. And week 1, the weight starts fairly light. Like, for example, week 1, the workout was 60% of my 1 rep max for 5 sets of 10 reps. And then as the weeks go down, the weight gets heavier and the amount of reps gets less and less. So that's basically a breakdown of, how it went. I did a 16-week program. I lifted at a percentage of my max. 1 week it was 10 reps at 60%. The next week it was 65% of my max at 8 reps. And then it got progressive. The reps got lower and lower and the weight got heavier. But results didn't exactly go as I wanted. But here are some of the successes. Bench press was a bright spot. I did hit a bench press PR at the end of my training program on Max Out Day, and if you search through my channel, you'll see that video of the bench press PR. But 122.5 kilograms, 270 pounds. That's my new bench press PR. So that was bench was definitely a bright spot this cycle. In addition to the 1 rep max PR, throughout the cycle, I also hit a couple of rep PRs. I had a 7 rep PR for bench. I think that was, I forget what week that was. It might have been week 8, week 10. I don't remember the exact week, but I hit 209 pounds for 7 reps. That's the heaviest I've ever bench pressed for 7 reps. So that was a PR. And then 214 pounds for 6 reps. That was a 6 rep PR. I forget what week that was. I think it was more than week 10. It might have been week 12, but 2 rep PRs for bench, and then I had a bench PR at the end. For deadlift, did not hit an overall PR on deadlift. I matched my PR for my last cycle. My PR for deadlift was 418 pounds. I had a couple of rep PRs, though, in there for deadlift as well. I had a 5 rep PR at 358 pounds, and I had a 3 rep PR at 374 pounds. So I had a couple of rep PRs, even though I didn't PR my 1 rep max. I usually at the end of a training cycle, I'll have a max out day, and I'll max out at squat, bench, and deadlift in the same day. Because I kind of want to simulate what it would be like for a meet. I compete maybe once a year. But at the end of each training cycle, I like to simulate what the situation and circumstances would be for an actual meet. So I max out on all 3 lifts. Takes a little while. And on that first max out day, I only deadlifted 407 pounds. And I think toward the end of the workout, because I did deadlift last, fatigue kind of caught up with me. So kind of unfortunate there, but I ended up maxing out my deadlift again 1 week later, and I hit the 418 pounds. So it's definitely there. One thing I would recommend, if you're going to do all 3 lifts and max out in one day, start early, start in the morning, start at 10 o'clock in the morning, or start maybe even earlier than that. I would say start at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. Because the earlier in the day that you get it going, the better it is. Once you're in the gym for a while, once it starts getting dark out, you can start losing your train of focus, and yeah, I wasn't in the zone. And I did sort of redeem myself because I did one more max out day for deadlift, and I hit the 418. Squat. Squat was the thing in my program that did not go well. I have heard that a lot of times during a powerlifting training program, two of your lifts will go really well, and then one of your lifts um, will kind of be a little off. Squat was definitely the lift that was off. Um, I ended up maxing out at 374 pounds for the squat on max out day. And that was a little low because I hit 385 in competition. 385 is my best one rep max for squat for training and for competition. So I was a little bummed out that I only hit 374 for back squat, and then front squat I maxed out at 308, and previous cycle I hit 319. So I went down in squat. I'm not sure why that was. I followed the program pretty much to a T. There were a couple of times where I didn't get all my reps in at squat. Like there were days I was supposed to hit 3 reps for 80% or whatever it was, and I only got 2 reps on that weight, you know. But adjustments going forward. Every time I finish a powerlifting program, usually I take 2 weeks off and I don't do any lifting at all for 2 weeks. So right now I'm kind of at a 2-week rest. I'm still going to be active during those 2 rest weeks. Like I'll probably still do some cardio. I'll get on the treadmill, and you'll probably see me live streaming some pick up basketball games. I might hit up LA Fitness and do a few pickup games because I want to try to get at least a few days of cardio in during those 2 weeks just to stay active. But 2 weeks off, and then I have a new program starting up. And squat, you know, my 1 rep max, the percentage that I'm going to be training at is 374 pounds is going to be the 1 rep max that's where I'm going to base my percentages off of. So I'm going to go down and weight a little bit and up in reps. You know, week 1, 3 sets of 14 reps. Hopefully, you know, that builds up my endurance a little bit, and hopefully I get into a better groove and I do better next cycle. Hopefully this next program, I believe, is a 12-week program. So hopefully at the end of the 12-week program, I hit some PRs. But overall, 4 rep PRs, really 5 rep PRs. I just remembered I also had a 2 rep PR for front squats. I front squatted 286 pounds for 2 reps. So 5 rep PRs and 1 overall PR for 1 rep max. So not the worst results in the world. Obviously, the ideal scenario is to max out, is to PR on all 3 of my lifts for powerlifting, but it doesn't always work out that way. You know, I would have been really disappointed if I didn't at least get 1 PR. If I didn't at least get 1 PR on my 1 rep max, I would have been really disappointed. So I'm happy that I was at least able to PR on 1 out of the 3 lifts. But it's a work in progress. And, you know, I hope this channel, for all the youth that's watching, inspires you just to work hard and really stay disciplined in pursuit of your goals. Even when you've achieved success in something, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be failures. There's going to be successes, and you're going to have a lot of small successes and small failures along the way of the journey. You know, I've been able to be relatively successful in powerlifting. You know, I haven't gotten to the ultimate goal. You know, I'm somebody that doesn't really talk about my long-term goals until I get there. But you know, I've had some success. But even when you're successful with something, you're gonna have off days. You're gonna have days where you fail or don't achieve exactly what you want to achieve, and you got to just keep your head up and stick to the plan and try to stay consistent during those moments. And that's about it for the video. So overall, some successes, some positives to take away. You know, I'm proud of the rep PRs. I'm proud of the 1 rep PR for bench. Hopefully, my next cycle goes better and I'll have more than 1 rep max PR. But you know, I'm going to keep working and just keep trying to get better every day. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in on this journey with me. And on that note, that is the video. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments. God is good, Christ is King, and I will see you all next time.